What's the number one thing you need to know heading into birth? Let's talk about it. We spend so much time preparing for pregnancy and baby, finding a midwife, finding a doula, focusing on nutrition and increasing protein, taking movement and mindset classes, finding a good pelvic floor PT, planning the nursery, the baby shower, right? All the things. And don't get me wrong, some of those are incredibly important and some maybe more important than others. But when it comes to pregnancy, birth, and bringing a brand new human into the world, there's one piece that almost no one talks about, and that's what we're diving into today. Because if you're watching this, chances are you're doing everything right. You're going to the appointments, you're taking the vitamins, you're preparing. But if no one has ever addressed the stress your body carries every single day, then this video might be a really important turning point for you. Not just for your pregnancy, but for the life of the little one growing inside of you as well. So stick with me because we're going to be covering a number of things in this video, one of which being the missing piece of prenatal care that can change everything for both you and your baby. But first, I want to share two birth stories with you. Birth number one. Both parents were working high stress jobs. There was a lot of pressure around when to have a baby. They struggled to conceive and then they were eventually recommended an IVF. So they got pregnant. Pregnancy finally happened. But mom describes the first trimester as one of the hardest experiences of her life. Extreme nausea, overwhelming fatigue, morning sickness, well past 12 weeks into 20 weeks. As birth got closer, anxiety increased. And she didn't feel aligned with her providers, and she switched multiple times. So she entered labor already stressed, already depleted, and already feeling unprepared. Labor stalled, an induction was started that led to an epidural. Baby's heart rate dropped, more interventions followed, and then finally, baby came. The baby was then separated from mom because the APGAR scores were low. Baby wasn't doing too well. And when baby finally returned hours later, it was hard to co regulate. There was poor latch, colic, and constant struggle. Now, birth number two, a calm environment, no rushing, no unnecessary interventions, no separation. Mom feels safe, supported, present in her body. Baby nurses comfortably, regulation happens naturally. And these births are drastically different. Obviously, we spent a little more time explaining one than the other. And it's not just about where they happen or who was there. It comes down to one thing: the state of the nervous system of both mom and baby. Your nervous system is your baby's first teacher. Think of it like the air traffic controller for your entire body. It controls your heart rate, digestion, sleep, the immune response, and stress without you having to think about it. There's two main parts to the nervous system: the sympathetic system, that's your gas pedal, and the parasympathetic system, your brake pedal. In a healthy system, you move smoothly between the two. You activate, you go, go, go when you need to, and you rest and recover when it's safe. But chronic stress changes that. The gas and the brakes stop communicating well, and your body gets stuck. And this matters a lot for birth. Birth isn't just a physical event, it's a nervous system event. Labor actually begins in a parasympathetic, calm, safe state. That's when oxytocin, the hormone that drives contractions, is released best. And as labor progresses, the body naturally shifts into sympathetic activation for pushing, but only at the right time. When someone enters birth already stuck in stress mode, that sequence gets disrupted. And research shows it that safe birth environments are linked to shorter labor times, better oxytocin release, less pain, and smoother transitions for baby. And after birth, baby's nervous system learns regulation through co regulation with mom, with skin to skin, eye contact, heartbeat, breath. If mom's system is overwhelmed or dysregulated, that connection is harder to establish. And here's the hard truth: standard prenatal care is essential. It tracks growth, screens for complications, and monitors development, but almost never does it assess how your nervous system is actually functioning. You're told to reduce stress without anyone checking whether your system is even capable of doing that. That's the missing piece. And this is where neurologically focused chiropractic care comes in. We measure through neurological insight scans, thermal scans, surface EMG, heart rate variability, different ways of objectively seeing how your nervous system is adapting to stress. And then we use gentle, specific adjustments to help restore balance between the gas pedal and the brake pedal. And then when your nervous system becomes more regulated, your baby's nervous system learns regulation too. You can't control every variable in pregnancy or birth, and sometimes life-saving interventions, they're needed, and we're so grateful that we have them. But even when interventions are necessary, your nervous system still needs to know what to do. And before birth comes, you can choose to support the system that influences everything else. Earlier in pregnancy is better, but it's never too late to start. So if you're ready to get real answers about your nervous system, our team at Rising Health Family Chiropractic would love to support you. Click the link in our bio, comment below, or send us a DM to schedule your neurological insight scans. Your baby's nervous system is being shaped right now. So let's make sure it's learning calm.